Needle and thread. What on earth am I going to be doing with needle and thread to make a set of nails? You'll have to wait and see, guys. Also, this like holographic kind of ribbon, I will be attempting to use some of that too. And this liner mesh, it's a liner that you get for plant pots. And then this lovely material that I got from Temu, that I've been wanting to try out in a set of nails. So yeah, stick around, guys, because this set is absolutely stunning, even if I do say so myself. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Lou and I hope you're all tickety-boo today. So this set I'm going to do with these lovely stiletto shaped tips. I got these from Temu actually. They're the type that Shells uses a lot, and Desire Nails 57 Tracy. And they got them from, oh no, it wasn't from Temu, AliExpress they got them from. And I don't shop on AliExpress. I've had a bit of a bad experience, so I asked Tracy to get me some. So that's what I'm using for this set. So initially this set was going to be a Gothic set, but as I'm doing it, even right to the end, it was always going to be my Gothic set, one of my Gothic sets for a collab, even till right to end of it. And I thought, it isn't really Gothic. It's more sort of burlesque. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to use this set as a burlesque set and do a different one for a Gothic one. It is stunning, is this set, how it turns out. It does take me a little while, and obviously I am going to edit this, and I'm doing a voiceover this time for this, just because I didn't have chance with comings and goings that were happening with kids being off and everything, to do it as I were videoing and what have you. So you can see there now, I did show some canny, like a lilac-y purple colour that I've used for 3 of the tips, and then 2 of them I've used Born Pretty and painted them black. And I'm going in here now with one of them, and I'm putting on there, if I can remember, yeah, that first one was just a top coat that I put on. I'm trying to remember now. And this one I'm putting a transfer glue on this one, because I'm going to put some like lace effect foil, but I'm not doing the full nail on this. I don't want to do the full nail on it. So I used the Born Pretty transfer foil glue, and that's gone in the lamp now for 60 seconds. And while that's doing its thing in the lamp, I've decided to cut out a piece of this. I was just looking for what I thought were the best part. Well, it's all beautiful, but I wanted to show some of the, I don't know how to describe it, obviously the foily bit and then the meshy bit of this. So I wanted a good mixture, so I'm cutting out a square of that. So I'll cut that square out and put it to one side for now, and then I move on to one of the tips that's come out that did have the top coat on, and I go ahead and I've left it for a little while to kind of cool kind of thing, and then I'm putting this absolutely stunning purple chrome on it. It's absolutely gorgeous, is this. However, I don't end up having this nail in this set. You'll see why in a bit, I'll show you, but this colour is beautiful and I'll definitely be using it again, but don't end up going in this set. So I put the chrome one to one side, and then I take off the nail that I put the transfer glue on, so it had 60 seconds, and I've sort of left it probably a couple of minutes really, and now I'm going to put the foil on. I do only want this. I know it's a lace effect and there's the full pattern, but I just want sort of little bits of it sort of dotted about in a couple of different places. So I do put this on, but because of how the tip were placed on the stand, I couldn't press it down properly. So I tried a few different ways of doing it, look. And then I put my thumb on it. What a stupid thing to do. To hold it down. Just didn't think, and obviously my thumb stuck to it. So I thought, oh God, this is going to be a disaster, this. My chrome ain't going to work how I want it to. My glove got stuck to it. To the tip. Turns out all right in the end, so I take that bit off. It didn't fully stick down, but the kind of pattern that I wanted on there didn't really matter. Look at me stuck. So I cut a little bit off. It's just stuck everywhere. So I cut a little piece of it off and then just go ahead on a little bit higher up on that nail and put another piece of it on. So I'll show you the finished result of that. So here I am now, just peeling the top of it off, and that's for now. It isn't the completely finished result of that tip, but it is for now. I just wanted it dotting about, so that were absolutely fine. It turned out all right in the end. So here I am now. I've got that little square piece of material, mesh foil, whatever, and I'm folding it up into almost like a fan shape. It was a little bit fiddly. There might be another way to do this, I don't know. I mean, it were hard with my gloves on. I had to end up taking my gloves off. So yeah, I fold it up so you do, I don't know how to describe it, how you'd shape a fan really. So fold it one way, turn it the other way around and give it a fold, then turn it back and fold it. Yeah, and then once I've done that with the piece, I then sort of squished it down a little bit to just to press it, to get that shape out of it really. Give it a good press there, look. And then I'll hold it up and show you the little sort of fan shape. And that's what I wanted to get on the nail, which were a little bit tricky. So I'll just show you it there with the black background so you can get a better look of it. So once I'd done that, I then sort of pinched it all together and just cut the excess off, which I'd already done there. And then got a little bit of glue and put that where I wanted it on the tip and just kind of placing it, having an idea of where I want it to go. And then I put a little bit of the nail glue, Beetle's nail glue, I think it is. And then sort of place that down on it. And then just at the side there, you can see like the white sort of wand there. It's a little lamp, handheld lamp. And it's got a silicone bit on the end of it. It's a rechargeable one. It's really, really good. And Rebecca got me that from the Polished Phoenix, bless her. So yeah, and I just sort of place it down where I want it onto the little bit of glue that I put on there, and then press the lamp down on it to hold it in place. It does work. It's a little bit fiddly, but it does work. You see me pressing it down there, and then hold that for a number of seconds really, just to make sure I've got it in place. I wanted the foil to stick out over the end. I wanted that to be, you know, a really nice effect of the nail set really. So yeah, really pleased with that bit. I then get a couple more pieces, cut two little tiny pieces off to put that a little bit further down the nail as well. This set as well, I had the materials to do the set. I thought I want to use these materials and I want to use these colours, but I didn't exactly know. I knew I wanted to make a fan shape. I knew what I wanted to do with a little bit of the mesh, which you'll see in a bit. But other than that, I didn't know what I was doing. I had all sorts out on my desk, all sorts of little charms and beads and all sorts. I didn't quite know what I was going to do. So we're all coming together as I were doing it, really. So, you know, hence why I've ended up putting another couple of little dots of the foil on this nail. But I do that with it and then give it a full cure in the lamp. So there we have that nail for now. Still other things to be added to it, but that's for now. So my chickens, this is where the mesh comes into play. So I'd already cut a little sort of, well, kind of circle, if you want to call it a circle, piece out of a piece of that mesh. This is what I prepared earlier. And what I'm going to do with this is almost like tie a little bit of cotton around the middle of it. I tried sort of going through it, stitching through it, but that kind of didn't work. So then I held it together as if I were doing it like a fan again, similar to what I did with that piece of mesh foil, and then just sewed the thread through it. I'll let you watch and you'll see what I mean. I'm trying to explain it, but I just wanted to pinch the middle of it together so that it'd fan out either side, so it'd look like a little bit of a mesh bow. That was my sort of thinking behind it. Whether you think it looks like that or it could look like something else, which you will see as well. But yeah, you sort of get the gist. You can see me sort of pushing it together, but it didn't work doing it like that, so I ended up doing it like a foil. So I'll get to that bit for you. So you see me here faffing around with it. I just had the thought of the needle and thread. And then afterwards, once I'd done it, I thought, why didn't I just get a piece of the thread and just tie it round the middle? I don't know, guys. I don't know where my head were at, but I just thought needle and thread with it, you know. So that's what I did. But it worked. But I could have made it much easier for myself. So here's the finished result of the bow. There, look. I'm quite happy with it in the end. It turned out quite nice, actually. I then go ahead and place it on that nail. You can see me. I just put some glue on it there. And put that on and use my little silicone light to press it down. Yeah, it's not the finished result again, but I'm really happy with it. You might think it looks a little bit like a wasp or something, but you could have done the same kind of thing, but it was meant to be a bow. And then very similar to what I did with the mesh foil, I decided to put a couple of little bits, a piece of the mesh a little bit lower down of this black mesh and a bit higher up. You can see me just putting the glue on there. Like I say, the design would come together as I were doing it, so I just thought, well, I'll add some little bits of the mesh on as well. So I did that and got that pressed down with a little silicone lamp as well. Right, guys, I'm going to do my member shout out. I have membership. I have level 1, which is the Feathered Friends, and level 2, which is Chick Chat. And my membership is called the Cluck Club, obviously in relation to chickens, because you're all my chickens. So I'm going to do my 3 shout outs. Let's see who we've got. So first up, we have Ellie's Emerald Glow. Thank you so much, Ellie, for being a Cluck Club member. I appreciate you, darling. My next one is Jean Grey 218. Thank you to you too, Jean, for being a Cluck Club member. I appreciate you too. And last but not least for this one is, it's Nails by Miss T. Thank you to you too, Miss T, for being a Cluck Club member. I really appreciate you too. Thanks so much, guys. So a lot of the members that I have also have their own channels, so please head on over to them and give them a sub. I'd really appreciate if you do that, guys. So we will crack on with the nail set now. Thank you. Right, my chickens, here I am with a little bit of sort of holographic thread that I end up pulling out of this sort of ribbon. You can see me taking pieces out there, which were lovely, and I am going to use this on another set of nails somehow. Because I do think they looked really shiny and nice, but what I used them for on this nail, I put them on the chrome nail, I ended up not liking it. Plus, as much as the chrome kind of does go with the set, it is a nice colour, it won't fit in the theme of everything. So I'll show you what I ended up doing with this nail. I'll show you the end result. I didn't use it, but I'll kind of show you what I did with it. And then, yeah, you can see why I decided not to keep it in the set, to be fair. There we are, guys. That one all good. Didn't fit the theme of the set, so I decided not to bother with that one. So this is where I start adding the beads and gems and charms or whatever else. Like I say, didn't have a plan on what we're going to go where. I've added a lovely pearl bead to the middle of that bow. You can see that there. And then I'm just deciding on what other bits to put where, really, on these nails. I also paint another nail, the sort of lilac-y purple colour. And that's to replace the chrome one that I did and decided I didn't want in this set. It just wasn't going with it at all. So I'm going to play a bit of music, guys, and let you watch. I'll speed it up a little bit. lovely chicks, here we are with the end result. Looking absolutely fabulous. I love the colours and the beads that I've put on there and the gems that I've put on, the mesh, the foil. I just love it. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Let me know what you think, guys. Please send me a comment and please give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button as well if you're not already subscribed, and if you'd like to hit that notification bell to be notified of any future videos. So yeah, please let me know what you think. I do think it is maybe quite burlesque, so let's say Gothic burlesque. I think it's got a bit of both in there. Do you? Let me know what you think, guys. I do think it's stunning though. I'm so pleased with it, and I really enjoyed putting all the gems on and putting the beads on and using the different materials as well. Quite enjoyed doing that and doing something a bit different there. So yeah, hope you've liked this video, guys. Please take care, everybody, and like I always say, if you can't be good, be careful. Bye.